Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it.
It's Monday, June 3rd, 2024. Welcome to day 1231. Joe Biden will issue an executive order that would allow him to temporarily shut down the southern border when crossings surge. The order echoes Trump's 2018 effort to ban migrants who cross the border illegally from claiming asylum, which was later blocked by federal courts. It also mirrors the bipartisan border deal struck earlier this year, which Republicans killed at Trump's direction. The order will rely on Section 212F of the Immigration and Nationality Act to allow border officials to prevent migrants from claiming asylum and quickly turn them away when border crossings meet a certain threshold. Biden is expected to issue the order on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Dr. Anthony Fauci testified before the House panel investigating the nation's coronavirus response. Fauci refuted Republican allegations that he helped fund the research that led to the pandemic or orchestrated a cover-up of COVID-19's origins, calling the accusations absolutely false and simply preposterous. Republicans on the panel pushed Fauci over his handling of grants to EcoHealth Alliance, a nonprofit that studies wildlife and the emergence of new diseases, while he was director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. The grants required EcoHealth to pass some funding on to scientific collaborators abroad, including the Wuhan Institute of Virology, located in the Chinese city where the spread of the new virus was first identified. Fauci testified that it was molecularly impossible for the taxpayer-funded experiments in Wuhan to have produced the pandemic-causing virus. Fauci said it's just a virological fact. Moving on, the Texas Supreme Court unanimously rejected a challenge by 20 women who sued the state over its near-total abortion ban after the law endangered their lives and stopped them from getting medical care for their complicated pregnancies. The lawsuit did not seek to overturn the ban, but instead to clarify when medical exceptions are allowed under the law. In August, a lower court judge issued a temporary injunction allowing Texans to get an abortion if they had complicated pregnancies and their doctor made a good faith judgment that it was necessary. The state Supreme Court, however, struck down that ruling, saying that it departed from the law as written without constitutional justification. As a result, Texas will continue enforcing bans on performing abortions even when pregnancies develop serious complications. Back in D.C., Joe Manchin left the Democratic Party and registered as an independent. Manchin accused both the Democratic and Republican parties of prioritizing partisan extremism and jeopardizing our democracy. The decision comes ahead of a deadline for filing as an independent in West Virginia and preserves Manchin's ability to run in November as an independent, even though he has said he will not run for re-election in the Senate or for governor. And finally, convicted felon Donald Trump vowed to appeal the guilty verdict that made him the first U.S. president convicted of a felony, calling the trial a scam. After a New York jury found Trump guilty on 34 counts of election interference involving falsified business records to conceal a hush money payment to an adult film actress, Trump renewed his attacks on the judge and the prosecutors and aired other grievances about the process, making multiple false and misleading claims that the trial was rigged. There is, of course, no evidence of this. Biden, meanwhile, called Trump's guilty verdict a confirmation that no one is above the law, adding that it's reckless, dangerous, and irresponsible for Trump and his fellow Republicans to attack the results and the justice system.
That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.